Hello there everybody, Oimon here, and welcome back to Satisfactory, where when we last left off, we'd been essentially doing the last couple of items that we needed to do in order to finish off making everything we currently can in order to unlock more advanced stuff a little further on down the line. And as you can see on the right side there, the fused modular frame is what we need to do. With nitrogen gas and the aluminium casing was easy enough. I've already more or less know how I'm going to work that one out. Saw the wrong way there. That was unpleasant. Sorry about that. But the heavy modular frame was going to be the annoying one, because heavy modular frames are annoying. If we just have a look. Heavy modular frame. So yes, we had 3 potential recipes for it. And the question, of course, was, which one were we going to do? I don't actually remember which one I picked, but I'm fairly certain it was one of the upper ones, wasn't it? I forget which. Because I do remember it being a case of, we need iron for that, obviously. We need, yeah, iron and that for that. I think, were we going with this one? I think we were going with concrete. I could be wrong, but I think we were going with this version. I can't remember. But we need to get that set up first. That is my main goal. We need to get a heavy modular frame going, and then we'll work from there, because the nitrogen gas and the aluminium casing, that's easy. No problem with that whatsoever. I can easily do that. This is going to be the tricky one. Now, I need to think of staging and framing, no pun intended, because if I'm going to do that into that, could also spin it off double. So give me a minute, I'm just going to do some quick maths, because that's obviously, that's just concrete. That I can fortunately just make with iron. I'm happy about that. We've got the encased industrial beams, which again is iron and concrete, so a lot of iron. Because I'm thinking if we make this one and we make this one, we may then also be able to spin off both of those into a section on encased industrial beams as well, because it's the same stuff. And then you are just 2 iron things all combined. We'll work on that one. So I'm not sure about the numbers, actually. Let me have a quick look. So we are looking at you. That's 24 steel pipes and 20 concrete. How many? Again, just looking at numbers. We need... Was it you? Yeah, you. That then makes that. And how many, again, looking at the numbers. Actually, no, I don't need to build another one. I just need to look at this. So you make 283, apparently. Okay, 283. And how much do... Where are you? Oh no, you won't be here. You'll be in a blender, because you've also got a gas mixed in there. And you will need 1.5 heavy modular frames. Okay. So if we change you to 1.5, just to look at the numbers, we need 5 of those and 18 of those. Those, oh, you'd only make 4, wouldn't you? So make 5. I just got to work out how much. So steel. I don't really need to write this down, but I will for future reference. Assuming I can find a nice clean page that I haven't written over already. So we need 18 steel pipe. And 11 concrete. from that one. We need 30 steel pipe, 25 concrete. So that's 48 steel pipe and 36 concrete. Now can I, because that'll be in a constructor, can I make that? So 25, can we get up to 48? I can, although that needs one hell of an amount of iron ingots. That needs a lot of iron. 192 iron ingots. I don't even know if I can... What's the most... Yeah, I see 75. I need like 3 of those. Okay. So rather than doing 48, can we instead do 24? Good. Which only needs 96 iron ingots. So it's still a lot, but it's better. Half of 96 is 48. And then we double that one up as well. Which unfortunately is gonna... Let me... God damn it. It wouldn't let me take them out. I was trying to shift click it and it wouldn't do it. Okay, so we can do that, but it's going to have to be doubled, which is unfortunately going to use up the last of my summers loops. One thing I am thinking is once we got this set up, I may do an explore bit today, because I'm going to have to wait for the numbers on these things to catch up with itself. So I'm thinking that's going to have to be an idea that I'm going to need to go with. So, okay, so we've got the iron, we've got the concrete, which then gets split off, separated out, not a problem. Yeah. And that makes those ones. So that's the... that one and that one. What was the other thing it needed? What was the other thing it needed? Hang on. Oh, that's right. It needed the regular modular frames, which is just 2 chunks of iron again. Okay, one thing I do need to do real quick is extend you off in this direction. Now I did say that I was gonna... Just thinking about where I'm going to put everything else. We'll pop you there, say. And you are going to be... Was it aluminium casing I needed? I think it was, wasn't it? How many did I need? Hang on. See, this is the part I need to... Really? That's annoying. 75? 75. 60. Which needs 112.5. Jesus Christ, that's a lot. 112.5, whereas you only need 30. 112. Oh. Do this another way. Hang on. So we need 112.5. Where's the most in terms of aluminium? I don't think I can get up to there. No, we can get 75 again. I may need a summer's loop out of this. Where's the nearest one? That's a great question. There ain't gonna be too many around here. I need one more summer's loop somewhere, because otherwise I'm not gonna be able to generate enough stuff. Gotta be a summer's loop somewhere. Hang on, let me pull up my map. I wanted to do this later, but apparently no, I need one more summer's loop in order to get the numbers right. I may end up needing another one as well, but I don't think so. I think we'll be okay. Let me just pull up my map so I can track one of these down nice and quick. Alright, where the hell are they and where the hell am I? Hold up. Let's see now. I wish it would remember my settings from the last time I did this, so I didn't have to keep clicking everything on and off all the time. Right, so the nearest one is vaguely off in this direction. See if I can find it. I know where I'm going, I just gotta get there. According to the map, it's sort of here. I think that's normal. That's fine. Where are we and what are we looking at right now? So there's the side. So according to this, it should be just over there. but I don't know exactly, which is a problem. Oh, I don't think I'm going to like what's behind here, am I? Well, maybe I get lucky and it'll just be... But it probably won't be. No, it's just radiation. You know what? Radiation I can deal with. Hello. How are you guys still alive? Why are there suddenly so many of you? Unfortunately, we got to break this open, which is not fun or fair. And, just for shits and giggles, because I know it's here, I got another one too. No reason not to. Nice. Okay. I grabbed two just in case I did end up needing another one at the end of all this. So if we put a smelter, aluminium, now we need 112.5, right? Which means we need, hang on, 112, 50, 56. You know, I'd rather make 113 rather than trying to do the whole 0.5 thing. Oh, this thing always gets so irritating when it does this. Out. Okay, there we go. So that'll get me 113. That's good. Now. So how many more of you did you need? So you needed 113 scrap. No, yes, because it's halved, but then it's doubled, so yeah, so you need 113 extra scrap, which is 173. 116, let's say on this. 20... Wait, 116 was it? Yeah, 116 per minute. You are not. See, this is the thing. Slapping something on and just like adding it in always causes problems of potential backlogging. So you're doing 50, that's fine, that's not a problem. You're doing 180 water. What water level are you kicking in at? 180. You're pumping out at 120, you need 180. There, perfect. That's totally fine. Technically it's overdoing it a little bit because we only need 115, but I'd rather over than under it. So yeah, that's definitely going up. 57 coal. That's fine as long as it's... You're on level 1. Yep, that's fine. We got enough on that. 173 alumina. Water is going to have a lot of water coming out of there. Hang on, 173. You need to be a level 3. You're 60, so you only need to be a level 1. You were a level 2. Excellent. That's good. You need to be a level 2. Okay, that'll do it. That'll backlog up, but I don't mind that doing that. Now, because of how that's set up, the nitrogen gas should really be on the far side of the setup I've next got to do. I was going to have the nitrogen go up there, basically. But no, nitrogen should be on this side of things. So, sorry, that's all. That's what that was all in aid of. It's me trying to work out where the bloody hell the nitrogen was going. Okay. So we need concrete. Except we don't need, well, okay, yeah, we will need a smelter, so we got concrete, we got iron. There we go. concrete goes in there. What did we just... Hang on, what were the numbers we decided on? We need... Yeah, 36 concrete. See, that's easy. 36 is manageable. Need a lot of limestone going in there, though. It's going to have to be a level 2 or... Where is the iron? Hang on, we're going to need to pipe the iron across here at some point. Which level's the iron on? Dude, we don't have any fucking iron. It's just dawned on me we don't have any iron here. No, wait, yeah we do. No, we did have iron. Where did I... Is that the one on the underside? You're iron, aren't you? Yes, I was like... Hang on, no, we do have iron. I know we have iron. We've used iron before. Okay, sure, fuck it. That completely threw me sideways for a moment. I was like, hang on. Wait, fucking wait. Okay, so we know we're going to need one of you. What did we have? We had 48. It was 24, wasn't it? That was 96 iron ingots. All right. Okay, so that's that, that's that. Gotta work out. I could kind of work. Maybe we're gonna go around and then two after that. So that could kind of work. Sorry, I'm futzing about with this in my head, trying to work out what the best layout's going to be. So shush. Let me think. Need definitely to think. Okay, so yeah, you do that, you do that. I know we're gonna need more iron. Because yeah, that gets me full. So we also need okay. Now what did we need? It was 1.5, wasn't it? Alright, so we need 4 modular frames. I don't necessarily know which one of those would be better. But it's going to be annoying because we've got to make the... and 12 screws. 3 reinforced iron... No, 6 reinforced iron plates, I should say. So that's that. Oh yeah, we should definitely go with this one. I think that's definitely the one to go for. Okay, hang on. Let me just drop you up here because I am realizing I put you down, and I'm like, actually, not sure if that's such a good idea yet because just leave that there. So we're gonna need iron, iron, and iron. Yeah, so we need 3 sets of iron next. We only needed 4 of these. So what did we... Yeah, it was 6. We get 5 from you. We get 15 from you. I'm a little curious, actually. So 30 iron plates and 88 screws for 5 on this. So it does need more screws, but the same number of iron plates. That's weird. So I'm trying to work out which is like less. Like if I set you to 6, right? Set you to 6. That's... What is it? It's iron plates. I'm going to just write this down. 36. And screws is 72. Whereas the alternate recipe... We set you to 6. Again, 36 iron plates, but 100 screws. So it actually uses more iron. But I suppose it's like, it's the same recipe, but you get bigger numbers from it. So I suppose if you needed a lot of reinforced iron plates, that would be useful. But as it stands, I'll use the standard and just up it to 6. Like that. Okay, so that's... So 36 iron plates. And 72 screws. I'm wondering if I can fit it into a tighter space. Is all. Right, so you were at 6, weren't you? Mm-hmm. 72, yeah, okay. And then we need, what did we need? Hang on. You were... You, weren't it? How many did we... Was it 4? Yeah, that was you, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, there we go. And we only needed 1.5. Some of the things do stick in my brain and some of them don't. You only needed 4. That's 6 reinforced iron plates. Yeah, and you needed how many screws on the side? 112. That's a lot. Still, we'll get there. Now we just got to... Okay, so we need 28 out of you. That's good. We need how many out of you? We need 18. Even better. We need 54? We need 54. Hmm. P96, you already set up. Okay, so yes, good, fine, fun, excellent, wonderful. Okay. Uh-oh. That was not as close as I thought it was. You're on level 3. You've also stopped, so I suppose that's something. Okay, so now we need to stretch you across here. Do. So you're 48. None of these are over 60. We're fine. The other two were quite small. I remember that. should do it. Excellent. So that should, at least in part, be the first good chunk. Might get some of these things churning along once they've all, like, you know, started going. Heavy modular frames. So that should be everything. We should probably get this churning. Nice. Now it is going to cause a little bit of a problem, especially around here, because obviously it's separating it very 50-50 at the moment. That only needs 25. It's currently getting 30, whereas this needs 11. So it needs to sort of play catch up with itself, and the module frame is going to take a while before we even get up to 4 of them. It should be churning along. Yeah, there it is. So it should start working sooner rather than later. Take the blender. It's 70 or 75. You should be a level. Oh, did I do you a level 2? Oh, apparently I did. You do not need to be a level 2. I must have pushed that by accident. Okay, so you're making 75. You're making, or will be making, 1.5, both of which are correct. Now we just need to pipe in the nitrogen gas. How lovely. No, we only need level 1 pipe. We do not need level 2. So whereabouts do you go? Oh yeah, that's right. This kind of got skewed off to the side somehow. It really pissed me off. It's definitely flowing. I should hope so. You are going to take a long time, aren't you? We could speed things along a bit. Take a stack of that. Plop it in here real quick. And then add in, just for the sake of... Where's the pallet? Why are you over there? Nice. Once that hits 50, this will start churning in. Slap down dimensional depot. There. And we are, as they say, good to go. Churning nicely. Sweet. Ooh. I wonder if it chooses a color if they all look like that. Oh no, they do have different colors. Probably like based on what liquid gets pumped into them, I suppose. Because in the one over here, because it was like battery acid, wasn't that yellow? Yeah. It's probably based on what liquids you have pumped in there. Which is a neat touch, actually. I do like that they have that attention to detail on it. Okay, well, there you go, then. So that's good. Looks like the system is backing up, so we actually finished with all the cooling systems. That's actually really good. I like that. I'm happy about that. All right, there we go. So that puts us very firmly and squarely with... Should be in the fused modular frame, which we already had some of course. Of course we did. Might as well do that. Excellent. Well, there you go. That's a good part. Now what? Oh, it's literally 4 o'clock. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So, that's it for now in terms of this stuff over here. I know we have 2 more sections to unlock. I'm going to go and have a quick look, see what I need for those last 2. Because we're getting to the point now. I mean, we're already halfway through phase 4. Obviously, we've got the last 2 to do as well. And they look relatively... well, they're light on numbers, so that probably means they're quite complicated in terms of how we make them. But we'll get to that when we get to that. But yeah, I think we'll head back to base. We'll do some sorting out inventory. As I said, I might use the rest of today to do some exploring, gather up some more Summers loops, some more Mercer spheres and some more hard drives, because I've still got a lot of stuff I need to unlock on that front. So maybe that's what I'll do for the rest of today. I don't know. We'll see what happens, see what sort of sparks my attention when I get back to base. Anyway, time for a break. Back in a minute, guys. And we are back. Alright, let's head back to main base. Actually, how many... I see we're up to 54 already. Isn't that lovely? Okay, we'll head back to base. To main base. And we'll go from there. Okay, looking at my map... Honestly, it's mostly Mercer spheres at this point. I actually feel like I'm running low on... I say I'm running low on it. I'm not really. But looking at my map, it really... Whoops. It really is a thing of... Most of what I can find is like in the far, far reaches. And it is a thing of, well... I'm going to have to pull my finger out to get a lot of this stuff. I'm a little curious, actually, because the map itself says 70 out of 106 Summers loops. And I'm thinking to myself, hang on, how many... Oh, that reminds me, I was going to destroy you guys. To get the Summers loops back out of you, because I don't really need you anymore, because I got way too much fucking power. Because if you actually look at my power, right? My max consumption is up at like 10.5. Fine, and my capacity is only 8.5. Okay, but my actual consumption is down at 2.5, because most of the stuff is just static and idle. Great. So if I delete you, look at all the shit I get back. Including 10 Summers loops. And yeah, okay, that drops my capacity down. I could always build them again later. So... For now, at least, we can always build them again later, if needs be. But I'm thinking, in actuality, that would be the better idea. Now, as I am fairly certain I'm not going to need any of this, this, that, and that. Okay. So we've got leading edge production, which would actually net me this. Miner Mark 3. Oops. Come on. That may up my power amount, but hey ho, who cares?
Miner Mark III provides top-of-the-line resource extraction potential, making it even easier to contribute to project assembly. Project part number 8, the thermal propulsion rocket, is the most complex project part of this phase as it requires turbo motors, and thus requires your best. Fix it, didn't think pioneers such as you could get this far. I am glad we have both proven them wrong.
Okay, so turbo motors, and the thermo propulsion rocket. Oh, fuck. If I did decide to move ahead with this... Oh, that's really fucking annoying. Because I've made you, and I've made you over in my bauxite section. But you are over in my space elevator section. And never the twain shall meet. Because that basically means I've got to recreate you and you, as well as building you over where this is. Oh, that'll be a fun experience. So my probably is I'll skip over sort of turbo motors with the intention of going straight for thermal propulsion rockets, right? But I'll siphon off some turbo motors for their own separate thing because I do need them for the next section. Like according to particle enrichment, I'll need some. I actually get some of that ready actually. Oh no, we can't do that yet. And what is it? What is this one? No, it's not motors. What is that? Cooling system. Now the frames, I don't think. No, we don't have enough of that yet. So we can dump you into in here for now, because that at least is like, yes, this is what I need. So that's good. Did we get Aurora on such a regular basis before? I wonder if that's a plot-related thing. Okay. Technically speaking, we now have 21 summer loops. I still want to go exploring because I'd very much like to get some hard drives. So I think my first stop is going to be over here. Because looking at that, there's 4 hard drives and some Summers loops in that area. So I guess we'll start by going to that radio tower kind of plonked in the middle of nowhere. And it'll give time for the frames and stuff to gain some numbers and this, that, the other. So. Yay, that's fine. Okay. Oh, actually, no. I didn't want to go in that one. I know why I thought that, but I don't want to. Okay. What the? Hi guys. I think I'm gonna go this way, thanks. Right. Hi. That'll do it. Grab you, grab you. Anything else? I don't think so. Uh-oh. This is an extremely dangerous part of the world. Sure. Alright, so that's that one, I think. Hi. Uh-oh. Ah, there you are. Oh, good, no requirements. I like it when there's no requirements. curious if there's no items around here. Oh no, there are. There's a few. Blink. Okay, so just so we're clear, there's radiation, there's gas, and there's enemies in this one. No wonder there's no bloody requirement. Oh good, looks like you fell through the wall. I like it when they fall through the wall because it means they're not my problem anymore. I think that one was... you. We gotta go south. Yep, looks like it. What you got? Nope. Freebies. Never say no to a free hard drive. More bloody radiation. What do you need? Heat sinks. Ow. Ow. I know I killed 3 of these. Where's the big guy's body go? There you are. Hello. Okay, well that nets me 4. That's always nice. Notice there's no items around here. Well, maybe I'd already been here, grabbed the items, and just didn't have any heat sinks made. Actually, that's probably very true on quite a few of these. Okay, right. So, do we grab some more? I mean, I don't desperately need Summers Loops, but I could get them. It's just like, if we go Summers Loops, then we're going west. We want more, although actually, no, I can get Summers Loops by going for both. Northeast-ish. Mostly north, actually. Okay, where am I and where is the... Oh, it should actually be quite close. Huh. Turbo mode. Really? The thing that I've unlocked but haven't got yet? Oh, I do have some in storage. Is it enough? It is enough. That's good. Ooh. Lucky. There should also be a summer sleep around here somewhere. Really? Was it up here? I remember seeing it. Really? Why have you always got to do this to me, game? Why do you hide them inside? It's rude. It's mean. I don't like you for it. Especially uranium.
Look through the window and witness a threat.
How? Whoa, 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 big boy. Woo! Well, that happened. So there might be a hard drive somewhere near here. Yes. Okay, so I've kind of gone the direction I didn't want to go, but we can double back. There's a lot of power slugs here. Nice. Pull all this stuff off. Right. Okay, where are we in relation to... I think I got that one. I don't think I got... Is it there? There. Yeah, I know there's one there, but there's also supposed to be one over here somewhere, which I want to get first. Where's that? Oh, is that the one I found earlier? Oh, I thought I found one that must have been over here or something. Right, never mind. I found the wrong one. That explains why I didn't manage to clock it. Makes more sense. So yeah, off towards this lake, there should be one. Based on the items, methinks this is quite a early game area version of one. Because this is actually near to where one of the starting areas is. Because there's a little achievement you get for visit all 4 of the starting areas. And you can either get it in one game or in several. And I think this is one of the starting areas. Alright, so like that, there we go, this way. That's the wrong one. You get so much loot. Most of which I don't even need anymore. Don't get me wrong, it's sort of a nice to have, and I guess it's good if you haven't already got to that point of the game, but... Nice. Okay, so that's... that one. Now we want to go largely west. We'll pick up a few more stairs actually, but all in time. Freebie! No argument for me, bee. Ow. Yeah, you see I got a tighter turning circle than you have, pal. 60. Gotcha. Dismantle mode. I just dismantle the. What are you? Why won't you? What are you? Stop it! What are you doing? Dismantle the fucking thing. Okay, just to take those out of there. Why won't you? I know it's dismantle mode blueprint, but it won't. Yeah, that's fine. Hang on. What was the... There it is. I could not for the life of me remember what that button was. Like, what was the button to switch the things? It was R. It wasn't labeled. Hold on a minute. Don't really need them, but I might as well keep it. You never know, right? Hi guys. Let's nice. Okay, so looking at the map, which direction do we want to go in next? Well, if we continue northwest west, there will be another one at the end of this sort of line here. There's a decent enough of a direction. Oh, black powder. Right. I never actually... I never added black powder to the list. I should have done, shouldn't I? But I never did. I meant to do that, because I've not the first time I've encountered something asking for black bloody powder. And I forgot. In fact, it was probably this one. I've probably seen it before. That's annoying, but that's... Yeah, I'm going to have to remember to add black powder to the list of items that need to go into the dimensional depot. Because, my god. Okay, so from here... this sort of a direction. For immersive sphere. I don't need a lot of these, but I wouldn't mind grabbing a couple. Because, of course, every time I drop down a dimensional depot, this ends up getting used, so... Oh, hello. I didn't know there were two of you guys around here. That's cute. Well, I hear it, but that probably means it's in a cave somewhere. That's fine. Should be hard drive around here somewhere. We've got 12. 12 is a really good number for this. Only 65. We may as well just keep going until we get. Let's see, we got you. In this direction. It's a power one, unfortunately, which is a teensy bit annoying. $120. Hey, minor mark 3. Nice. Might help if I get it right. Nice. Well, now we go north, like a lot north. Yeah, I'm fairly certain. I think that up there is the highest point of the map. I'm getting my... Because it's really weird. Because it's like, on the map, it's this weird sort of square area that's literally this black splodge right there. And that's apparently the highest point in the entire map. According to the thing I looked up once. There's nothing up there. Well, I don't know. Actually, maybe there's a hard drive up there. Also, everything's gone very oversaturated in this area. That's very strange. Oh, tits. Well, at least we're in the water. That's kind of irritating because I stood on it and for some reason I just slid off. And I don't really know why. Hold on. I better go. I think he's going to fall in the water and ping back into existence up here. He might not. Let me see if we can get up there. It is supposed to be the highest point in the entire map. Might be fun just to have a mooch. Assuming we even can get up there from here. I think I see a route. Potentially. Three. Oh, yep. Peak gameplay. And apparently there is just an impure uranium node up here. Oh no, there's also this. Come on now. Come on. There we go. Ooh, well you do get one hell of a view from here. You can't really see all the map for obvious reasons. But you can see a very good chunk of it here, can't you? Yeah, because there's big craters of that over there. That's interesting. It's nice. It's a nice view. This is one of your starting areas for the record. You kind of get one there. If you look at the map, there's like one here. That's a starting area. This is a starting area. Obviously down here is a starting area. I think the other one is like kind of here-ish. It's nice. It's a nice thing. Anyway, it is more or less 5 o'clock, so time for a break, I think. But a decent point to leave off of, I reckon. And what we're going to do is we're going to just quickly top up this. Drop all of you off in here. Yeah, so we got 14 hard drives, which is quite nice. We picked up a few Summers loops, a few Mercer spheres. Not sure exactly what I want to do next. Maybe just keep exploring for a bit. We've got this whole section over here we could mooch around, which I haven't really looked at yet. But you can kind of see the bits of the map. Sort of chunks here. But yeah, the map kind of goes up there. There's a bit along here. But this is mostly it. That's your map. Like, big enough if you ask me. But, yeah. So, yeah, we're going to take a break. And maybe I'll do some more exploring before I head back, sort things out. And then start planning for the insanity that is the next step that I got to go down. Because, my God, that's going to be so annoying. Anyway, yeah, back in a minute, guys. And we are back. Okay, so now we gotta go. Ooh, careful now. We gotta go down there. Sort of roughly, because we wanna. Yeah, okay. Wee-hoo! That worked. I'm glad it worked. it would have been a bit awkward otherwise. Okay. So yeah, we had. Oh, hello, you're back. That's nice. So there should be. Oh, hello. Somewhere down here, a hard drive. Don't know exactly where. Ah, there you are. Hi. Ow. North. Hi guys. Not what I was looking for. I think you're over there, but while I'm got you in visual sight. I think the Summers loop. You are almost certainly going to be defended. Hi, bye. There's supposed to be a mercy sphere right there somewhere. There we go. I'm gonna say, come on now. There you are. I thought you were dead. You were not dead. I could have sworn I saw that thing hit the floor. It did not. Oops. Whoopsie daisy. Hey, freebie. Not gonna say no. So much stuff. Gotcha. Okay, how about you? We got mercy sphere apparently. Not specifically what I was looking for, but I guess I'll take it. Ooh, coral, how lovely. Methinks the sun might be going down. Close enough. Nice. That's the wrong one. You. I'll slowly get to the point where I may just have to go back on principle of not having room for any more stuff. But we'll see, we'll see. Go! Go, 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 go. Oh, good. Okay, that was a little more fraught than I'd have liked. Oops. Didn't realize there were... Oh, that's not good.
Harvest the scripture. Compose it into a love song.
Yep. What are we at now? 15 and 30 on the spheres and summer loops respectively. Apparently there's something else around here. Those loops quite close. Ah, it might be inside. We might need to find a cave. Yep. Why is it you open up a cave and there's always a giant bloody spider inside? Every bloody time. Sorry. The runtime to get something in my throat. Ugh. This is interesting, actually. That you do get these as if to imply it fell. Almost like the thing grows or something. Okay, that's that. Yay. Let's go up to 20 if we can. 20 is a nice, decent number, and then I can just set them a churn in, see what I unlock. Okay, where next? Nothing in the immediate. Guess we're heading predominantly south. I'm a bit worried it may be all the way up there. But I guess we'll see as we go. Oddly specific. Wasn't sure if this one would be that easy, but it was. Oh, even easier. Nice. I think once we hit 20, we'll make tracks to head on back. I think 20 will be a decent number to stop at. And... did I get those ones? No, I couldn't have. There's two directions I could go in from here. I'm not sure which one. Let's go this way. Why not? Why is there a giant egg? No, really. Why is there a giant egg?
Harvest the scripture. Compose it into a blood song.
I think if I stay here long enough, something will happen. It actually wouldn't surprise me if there's maybe an achievement for it. Try and hatch the egg. Yeah, like you didn't think that would work, did you?
Your waves lap at our shores. When will you land?
I already have. Whew. Nailed it. Excellent. Alright, what's in you? And then we'll... oh, I already did. Pay more attention, you idiot. Alright. Okay, so we'll head back in an approximate direction. Don't quite know which direction, but we'll think of something. So let's go southeast-ish. That sort of vague way. There's a few Mercer spheres on this route. I'll grab them if I see them, but I won't really stop. So that's good. Yeah, we've got a whole bunch of hard drives, which is good. Might scan and just leave them going between sessions. That might be an idea, actually. Just so we can then go into the thing and see what we get out of it. I don't actually know... crap, I was not paying attention. Woo.
Witness a single strand of the tapestry.
Alright. Yeah, I don't actually know which is the better idea. Is if you should scan them, like, one at a time. Oh, I've already opened this one. That's nice. Where the hell am I? That's a great question. I'm there, am I? Okay. Whoops. How the hell did I not pick this one? It's just sitting here. Wait. Uh-oh. Yeah, now we're into familiar territory. Ooh, hello, you. Nice. You know, one of these days I'll finish that thought. My question that was running through my head is if it's better to do one hard drive at a time, select the reward you want, and then scan the next one, or if you should scan a lot of drives and leave them. Because it's like, I don't know if the drives can... Because when you scan them, you get your first two rewards, right? So if a hard drive picks up a reward for a recipe, can the other hard drives, like, not get that if they're waiting in a thing? I don't know. I don't actually know. Good question, though. Alright, let's get one scanning. Actually, have we got anything more we can do on this? Now, you're an item I'm missing. You're an item I'm missing. And yeah, I haven't got turbo fuel yet, have I? So, yes, basically we don't have anything there. Okay, that's fine. That's good. Okay, so we've got a lot of junk to drop into here. There's you. You. So much stuff that I just do not need. Sweet. Nice. All right. Excellent. So, yeah, that's going to go in there. That's going to generate. We should have a whole bunch of. Yeah, we've got 95. Let's print these off a second. I haven't really looked at the whole ticket situation for a while. Wow, we've got 123. Is there anything here that I like need? Probably not. Wow, golden nut. Okay. Interesting.
Decoration and organization go hand in hand. Fix it HQ custodian, I always say. Use of these customizer features does not guarantee an aesthetically pleasing or user-friendly factory. That's the part that requires knowledge and skill.
Charming. I need... Oh, actually, tell you what, that's something I can do. I need to get black powder hooked up to the network. Because apparently I forgot. Okay. Do it. Huh. That's actually interesting. I'm looking at the numbers now, and I sort of... That can't be right. They're really only... Hang on. No, that ain't right either. Unless those numbers haven't been updated yet. I was trying to work out like how many Summers loops that were left in the map. And the thing now says 13/106. And I'm like, well, that can't be right. Like, can it? There can't be 13. Like, I'm looking at the map and there's definitely more than 13 Summers loops left in the map, right? So I'm like, well, okay. Hang on, you need 10 per minute. We're making 50. That's easy. Okay, where are we gonna put the box? Because you're a little tight around here. Good. That will eventually catch up with itself. Now that's smokeless powder. It was black powder. Where's the black powder? Actually, that's a bloody good question. Where the hell is the black powder? No, wait, hang on a second. Yeah, that's the smokeless powder. It was the black powder we never plumbed into the network. I'd forgotten where that was. That's over in the little sulfur section that kind of started but never went anywhere. I'd forgotten about that. Yeah, it's over there. That's where the black powder is. Which is fine. I mean, putting the smokeless powder on the thing doesn't necessarily hurt. I'll never use it for anything, but having it on the list so that it can, you know, just fill up and all that stuff, that's fine, whatever. Oh, goody. I really should probably just turn this into a diagonal. Back when this was all actually bloody useful. Things change, don't they? Don't they just? There you are. Bum, ba, 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 ba. Nice. Let's go see what the ma'am's got to offer, shall we? So, yeah, we've got all the stuff we need, theoretically at least. And, yeah, what we really need to do is to get started on the next chunk of Phase 4. I think that's where we need to start. Ooh. So we've got the alternate rocket fuel now. Which is turbo fuel and nitric acid. Which I haven't unlocked yet. Okay. Where do you unlock nitric acid? Is that in... Yeah, it's in the next thing. Okay, that's interesting. Or, alternatively, the other one we've got is... regular fuel, nitrogen gas. You know, I can see why that guy who showed up the other day said, oh, get the alternate recipe on rocket fuel. Yeah, I can absolutely see why. You don't get as much, but it looks like it's much easier to make. Like regular fuel, nitrogen, combined with sulfur and coal, that actually seems kind of easy. I mean, comparatively. Like, I could just make that anywhere where there's, you know, a good proximity to all of that stuff. Whereas, you know, the regular fuel, the turbo fuel here, that's like fuel and, well, it could be compacted coal. Wait, is it only compacted coal? Huh. Could have sworn there was another way to do that. But yeah, I can see why that's technically easier. Because regular fuel is just oil. You know, that's just oil, that's fine. Nitrogen is really easy. And honestly, just churning in some sulfur and coal. Like, yeah, so all you need is oil, nitrogen, sulfur, coal to get rocket fuel. I can absolutely see why. And then, of course, you just slap that in with a package thing. Which is... Does it have to be aluminium? Oh, well, maybe not. I'd like to find a fuel tank, fluid tank, way that isn't aluminium. I feel like that would be better. In a weird kind of way. I feel like having... yeah, I feel like having that not be... aluminium would be a nice way to do it, but I don't know what other options are. We just have to let the thing scan and see what it comes up with. So that does give me a question about whether I want to leave the recipe scanning and just not select them. Like, I don't know which is a better option. I really don't. So what's 6? What time is it? It's 10:02. But yeah, I can absolutely understand, you know, getting a power station thing set up with the rocket fuel. I'm assuming... that it's like the fuel power generators are still a thing. Like, you still need the fuel power generators, but it like... Yeah, you don't really want to use geothermal because, I mean, look at them there. They're a little variable, which, I mean, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Because there's not a geyser, and geysers aren't always, you know, a thing. But yeah, I can see why that guy was on about that. So yeah, I mean, that's fun, that's fun. Okay, so, yes, the plan going forward is, in essence, to build... What are they called? This. That's what we need. So we need a modular engine, turbo motor, cooling system, and a fused modular frame. All of which needs to be built over here. Because the modular engine I've already made, I siphoned that off from the section I've already got it on. The turbo motor, the cooling system, and the fused modular frame are the ones that I don't. In a way, it's one of the reasons why I want to scan all those hard drives and see what I get. Because maybe I can find slightly easier recipes. Maybe. Maybe. But I don't know. But we'll see. But I think that'll definitely be for next session because there's no point in starting anything now. But we'll head on over there so we know where to start. So yeah, modular engine, we've already done with that. Turbo motor is the new one. That's the one that we also need to like siphon off a bit of. At least temporarily. What I'll probably do is I'll do turbo motor first and then just leave that churning. And then do cooling system and fused modular frame. The thing is, the cooling system and the fused modular frame, they're not hard. They're just annoying, you know? I've already set them both up. It's kind of annoying I did them over there. I kind of wish I hadn't now, but what are you going to do? Because I'm fairly certain they both need aluminium. And that means bauxite. Which I've got currently running underneath me right now. But it's fine. We will manage. It's just a case of making sure everything works, making sure everything's all nice, neat, and set up. It's not a hardship, it's just long. But when we get it, we'll be well on our way to getting the last section for this tier and this phase, in point of fact. And once we unlock particle enrichment, yeah, we'll only have that one item on the end, whatever that is. I really don't know what that is. I want to say that's nuclear pasta, but I think that's a different thing. And maybe also once we get particle enrichment, we'll be able to turn these fuckers on. So, so yes, plenty to do, lots of fun. And I think what I'll do for the last little bit here is just wait for this to finish. How long you got? 2 minutes? Easy. So yeah, that'll be what we're doing. Where was the... Hang on. modular engine right here at the far end. That's a bit annoying. Because I kind of want to stretch it off further on down there, but I may build it like here basically and hope it doesn't get a little too cramped. Or I could always pipe it underneath. That's an option as well. I gotta be careful with all that underneath piping. It's getting a little busy under here. There's a lot of stuff I'm piping around all over the place. Okay, so yeah, once the MAM finishes, we'll call it for today. I think I won't have the MAM going between episodes. As I said, I don't know whether it's better to do that or not. Maybe I'll look it up. Maybe I'll look it up and I'll see what people are saying online. Yeah, what I'm thinking is to just leave it churning over the next session. Because I mean, I stream for 3 hours and each one takes about 10 minutes. So even if we assume a bit of lag, so 15 minutes per one, that still lets me get 12, you know? So we're bound to get something good out of it. And I got 18, so it's not like I'm going to be running out anytime soon. It just takes time. Which is, it's annoying and long-winded, but hey-ho. Is what it is on that front, I guess. So what are we going to get from you? Ooh. Alternate scrap. That's a tempting one, actually. So it's like a more efficient one? Sure. And we may as well set another one going. Okay, so that is going to be doing it for today. But we have an objective, and as complicated as it seems it's going to be, they are all things I'm sure I can do. The only one I haven't played around with is the, what's it called? The turbo motor. But I can't imagine that being any more difficult or complicated than the rest. Like, it's just a case of work out the numbers, you know, and go from there. So, yeah, should be fine, I hope. We'll see. Oh, God. This is the thing. The further into the game we've got, the more complicated this is becoming, you know? And it does occasionally just... things seem so big. I just need to look at it as like one part at a time, you know? Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this, and I will see you all whenever I next see ya. Take care out there, everybody. Bye-bye.